Hey guys, Brett here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for another episode of our Rags2Riches series. We're here ready to harvest our soybeans. Ready to go. So let's drop this guy down. I'm going to hit H for a hired worker. Let him do his thing. I do have to come through, I believe, and lime this field. Once it's harvested, I think, yeah, it definitely needs liming. So that's one thing we're going to need to look at is getting some a lime spreader. I don't know if that grass is ready again. I think I did mow that off camera. No, some of it is, some of it's not. So I did mow the grass off camera, but as I said, we need to get some fertilizer down. This guy doesn't have it. This guy has fertilizer. The RCW. I think we're going to go with the Azul. I know we'll go with the Hardy for it to sort of fit in with the rest of our equipment here. As you can see, at the farm. I do want to be able to come through and pick up this grass. So the other thing I do want to try is loading wagons. So this guy says it's meant to pick up grass, hay, straw. I believe that's what that is. Pretty sure that's grass. I always get them mixed up, don't I? Yeah, grass, hay, and straw. So we can pick up both of these guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm only going to lease them because I know that I have had issues with these in the past. Then we'll go standard, just all the standard stuff, and we'll see how we go. I think not you. I might jump in this other guy because it's got the front. So I don't think we need the front attacher. I really don't think we do. So let's back it on down to the shop. No, I don't think we do. I think we hook it up. Ooh, off to the rear there. See, it says it's... Oh, there we go. Lower it down. Unfold pipe. There we go. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. There's a possibility it won't work, as I said. The other problem we're going to have is possibly with our field. With our field there, it's going to be hard for us to be able to get in there and actually pick this stuff up while we actually have a crop on the field. We're going to try and purchase both of these fields eventually, but we're going to go and grab the grass from up here, and at least if we can pick it up from here and throw it in the back of this trailer, we can sell it straight away. As I've said in our previous episode, our good friend who owns the land up there, who allowed us to park all our equipment up there, still requested that we come through and sort of just keep the place tidy. Just mow it for him, make sure it's all nice and neat for both him and all the other farmers in the area, so everyone sort of come in and out, not have overgrown grass everywhere. So that's part of our job now, is to take care of that for him. Well, it's not part of our job, it was our job in the first place, but we're doing it to help him out, and we're also allowed to take the grass and use it where we need it. So it's only going to allow us to grab a lot more money. I know grass isn't worth the most amount. It's not worth a great deal, but oh, look at that, beautiful. It actually works. It's awesome. Don't know how wide the grabber actually is to pick things up. Probably not overly wide, so it's probably going to take us a little while to get all this done, but I mean, that's money in our pocket. as you guys can see. I think we sort of need to get it lined up probably a little bit better though. Sort of just go straight up and down and try not to get too excited about corners, because as you can see, I don't think it works 100% unless the trailer's directly behind where we're actually wanting to go. With the grass being long again, it's hard to see where we have and haven't picked up as well. So I think it's certainly picking it up. I don't know if it's wasting it or if it's actually getting thrown in the back. I don't know if it has a capacity without a trailer behind it, or it only throws it into a trailer. So that's why I'm thinking we need to sort of have it lined up. Let's have a quick look. It's got a 500 capacity, so that's alright. So even though it sort of looks like we're not picking anything up, we certainly are, because it has a 500 litre capacity. I think 500 litres isn't much, but hopefully it's enough for it to not waste anything and still pick everything up as we go. Swing around the other way. I think it actually works really well. It's pretty cool. Do not mind it at all. It obviously increase the size of our trailer as well later on if we need to, but for down here I don't feel like we really need to have a massive size trailer because we're right next to the sell point anyway. Right, so Farmer Bob's still got a full grain tank, so we're going unload him. What I want to quickly do while we're here is I want to grab a screenshot of this. This is a pretty cool setup. Oop. Now that we've got the chainsaw, it sort of makes it hard for us to scroll up and down. Right, cycle through to our tractor here. Just missed a little bit up there, but come back and get him to touch that up. Actually missed some little bits here and there and everywhere. For some reason it's missed a bit here as well. I'm going to unhire the worker for a minute and just put our pipe through the windscreen with our tractor. Right, there we go. Get these other spots touched up while we're here. Might have to do a run down and back up on this end and then send him going again. He seems to be doing alright down that end. Get him fully unloaded. I'll go through and grab this little bit that he's missed. And touch up that a little bit. I say do a run up, run down, hire a worker, get him to get going again. We're going to need to mow around the outside of this field again as well, and then probably come back and collect it with our new grass collecting system. The only thing I'm sort of concerned about now is that trailer. It's going to be near impossible for me to be able to back that into a silage bunker once we get the time and the money to be able to buy a silage bunker. So it's going to be a little bit hard, because I think I was going to go with this guy, the modding welt silo bunker, one-way silage bunker. It's going to put that in the farm, but with it being like a live axle trailer, it's going to be a little bit hard for me to be able to reverse it. I'll do this run back down and then we'll set Bob back up again. Keep doing his thing and we'll go back and continue to pick up as much grass as we can up there and sell it. I'm not going to keep it now. All the grass down here, we'll keep the grass up there, we'll just sell direct at the moment, and then maybe later on, if we still need a little bit more grass for our silage bunker, we can actually bring it down here, turn into silage, and then sell it back to him. Alright, there we go. So let's jump in to this bad boy again. No, nothing special up there. So yeah, obviously we're getting this grass for free here. We're selling it back to our friend that owns the land, and then he sells it on to other farmers in the area who need grass for their cattle and that sort of thing. So as much as we're doing him a favour and he's actually paying us for the quantity of grass, he's actually selling it on anyway and making money himself. So I don't think he's too worried. It just saves him a whole heap of work. He can, you know, stay at home with the missus and go to bingo during the day and all that sort of stuff, and we're out here working hard for him, keeping his area nice and tidy. So it is probably going to take a little while to get all of this collected. Got our spot there for our wood chips now, direct sell point. So that's going to be for our trees and stuff back at the farm that we're going to cut down and bring up here and throw in the wood chipper. Just sort of need another trailer for us to be able to load up a little bit better with logs and that sort of stuff. Something we can actually tie down, not just throw in one of these guys. I did pick up a couple of mods, a couple of new trailer mods. So a couple were like bale trailers, so they're a possibility for us to be able to use to do that sort of thing. I know we do already have a bale trailer. One of these other ones we can possibly use just for our wood. Oh, there we go. Swing back around, start heading back up this way. We might need our light on through here just because it's a little bit harder to see in the shade. So 77% full, so it's not taking us too long to fill it up. Obviously we're not going to get a great deal of money out of each trailer load, but as I've said before, it is free money for us pretty much, so can't complain. It's only costing us the price of diesel that we're running our tractors on, and then upkeep of the tractors and upkeep of the mowers and that sort of stuff, but it's pretty much just free money in our pocket. It's all going to add up to that, hopefully 111,000 I think it was for our the new field we're looking at. One alongside the one we're at now, so field 41. I think it's going to be our next field purchase. Okay, it's getting really tight under this tree, so I need to be zoomed in a little bit more so we can actually see. Make sure we're picking everything up. So I think that's enough from there. I'm not going to stress too much about the other little bits. I'm going to do a full run around through here before we get all this picked up. Before the end of the episode, I'm hoping, through here, but I don't think we're going to get it all picked up before our trailer's full. It's already at 94%, so going to be full very, very soon. The thing has a bigger hitbox than I actually thought it would. Go through here, we'll tip off our first load of grass, 30,000 litres worth. Start overloading, shut him down. Watch our money go up. Which way are you going? You're going to go back up the field, which is good to see. Nearly going to have a full load of soybeans as well. We might take this load up. So look at that, 5 grand. That is pretty good, 5 grand for grass. And we really didn't cost us anywhere near that much for like our fuel and upkeep of our equipment and stuff. So sorry guys, had to let out a big sneeze there and I didn't want to get the crap out of you guys. So unload this guy until he's empty and then we'll head off, which is now. We'll head off, take this load of soybean up to sell it, see how much money we make. So we got $24,000 I think from this load of soybeans, I'd say, but over 24,000. I think we're over $3,000 for soybean at the moment. So still sort of not sure on the sale prices and stuff, whether we should put it back to medium difficulty, back to hard difficulty. I'm not really sure. Still waiting for you guys to give me some more votes, whether we leave it at easy difficulty, medium difficulty or hard difficulty, and it's completely up to you guys what you think we should do. So you guys let me know. I have to move this other tractor out of the way as well. He's going to be in the way of the sell point. So I do like these tractors. The mirrors we can see from, but they need to be turned in that little bit more. I can't see. We need to be able to see the side of the trailer, the side of the tractor even. So they need to be turned in a lot. But certainly in love with these tractors. IMT tractors are pretty cool. They sound good. They look good. They certainly fit our current theme of our Rags2Riches series. So get this guy out of the way. Shut him back down again. And then unload our soybeans. See what sort of money we make. Money is skyrocketing. Look at it go. We may get close to getting the money we need. 28,777. Another full trailer load on the back, and we'll be up to about 70,000. So we're still going to be about 40 grand short of that new field next door. So I think we've got our bank loan still. Quick look, 50 grand bank loan, so we can pay that out and then possibly discuss with the bank the opportunity for us to double our loan, so go from 50 to 100,000 and then purchase that field. I think that may be what we need to do. If we can walk into the bank and say, here, look, we've had our loan for what, a day or so, paid back in full, how about giving us a little bit extra? trying to bump us up to that 100k mark, and then that'll allow us to purchase another piece of land. Especially with them knowing we're not just going to waste it on equipment. We're going to purchase our land, so if anything does happen to us and we can no longer pay our loan back, they know that if they take both of our fields of us, they're going to make back more than what they owe anyway. I think it's a good idea. After this episode, in between episodes, I might go and have a chat with the bank and see what he thinks. If you walk in there with, 50 grand cash and say, here you go, no doubt they're going to be more than happy to accommodate us with giving us another loan. Pretty much guarantee it, unless he's in a bad mood, which I guess you'd never know these days. So unload whatever he's got in at the moment. Stuttering a little bit dead to the line there. That'll do. Move out of the way. So we can continue on. We still need to lime this field as well. We turn those lights off now. We can see we're not in the shade anymore. So continue with our grass collection, so we should get a good 10 grand or so out of up here. It has been mowed a couple of times though, so we're probably going to have to cut that in half of what we get today, because we're not going to make that sort of money every time. Well, we don't really need to, I guess, cut the grass and collect it every day either. You said there's no requirement for us to cut it and collect it like every day or whatever. We can cut it and leave it for 4 or 5 goes at cutting the field, and then come back and collect it after that. As long as it's mowed, he's happy. So I think maybe once a week or something like that, we'll come through and collect all the grass off the field. Any more than that will just sort of feel like it's a little bit pointless. Just another little tiny bit. So those little bits don't matter too much, but like to pick them all up if possible. We go the inside view. We sort of can't see where the grass is on the ground anyway, but I'll just run along the side of the trees here. Should be able to pick up most of what we've mowed. Not even sure if we've mowed down through there. Looks like we may have. Turn these lights on again now because we're getting back into the shaded areas. I'll go back down this side because you can't see. No, there's going to be bits of grass along this side that we missed by going the other way. Looks like we got most of it actually. It's not bad. So I don't know sort of what the pickup range is on this thing. It's a decent size pickup on the ground, but I don't know if it's been modified to give us a bit more of what you think it would by looks. I don't think it has to the right, possibly to the left it might have a little bit, but bit from there. It's terrible. Oh, we knew we were going to get that turn then. Keep running down. I think that's pretty much it. Full run, so I'm going to have to touch up these tiny little bits just here. Which is obviously going to be a pain in the butt. Turn around. Back up that way. That pole and we'll swing around to the left again and up again, and then one more run up and that should be it. So Bob's still down there harvesting away. Obviously doing a pretty good job. He's not ready to be unloaded again yet, but probably not that far away. Cannot see once we get into these trees. Oh, where are we? There's some bits here. A little bit through here, and then that'll be it. Little bit, and there's this tiny little bit here which is going to be a bit of a pain as well, but all needs to be picked up. The money we're making, it's worth trying to get all of it if we can. I think I did mow through this side this time. I'm going to come back through there and pick that bit up as well. It's this last little bit here. Made it all down through here as well. All around our lime station. Really got a full grain tank again. It's good to see. So we might get another 20 odd grand out of that field before we're done yet. Right, 93%. Through here to we're full, shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, check for that fence. The rest of this grass, there's just a little bit along there, and I think that's, might as well say that is it for there. Not going to get too picky. So we'll run along the front here. Good. Full. Tip this guy off and then we'll jump. Whoa, you're not finished. Didn't even see that it said that he was supposedly finished. Cheeky bugger. Still got this run left yet. Tiny little run, but still needs to be picked up. Alright, so there's our timer. So that's nearly perfect timing. head over here, we'll unload him. So we're going to have another decent amount in the trailer. Won't be full, but there'll be a decent amount in there. To come through and lime this field, we're going to have to come through and cut this field around the outside again. Collect the grass around the outside as well. So our baler there is pretty much no good to us anymore. Well, actually, it is, because we're still going to need straw bale, so we won't get rid of it. We'll leave it there. Right, shut you down for a second, because I'm going to unhire this worker. Touch up these bits that he missed. We always probably really need to do a full headland around the outside. I did install Courseplay, but with every save game, this save game with our Marwell Manor series, every time I've installed Courseplay and gone to save, it just corrupts the save game. It won't save, it corrupts everything, and it ruins the entire save. So Courseplay, I'm still not looking at anytime soon, to be honest. It's a bloody amazing mod. It's just, at the state that it's in, for me, it's unplayable with what we're doing at the moment. So, fortunately, that's just how it is. So, hopefully, they can continue to work on it. I don't know if it is, probably is an issue with some of the mods. Not quite sure, but I think that is probably going to be the main reason why it's not. Oop, wrong button. The main reason why it's not saving properly and always having issues is because of that. Alright, so take this up, get rid of it. We'll have more than 50 grand, so we're going to be able to go back and pay the bank, keep him happy, have a bit of a chat with him, try and convince him to allow us to borrow another 100,000. Hopefully that'll be enough for us to just be able to buy this field here. We're going to need to have it probably about 15 grand. Hopefully, I don't think so, but maybe hopefully 30 grand sitting in our back pocket after we've paid our loan back. So that'll allow us to buy that field, but then also put down a silage bunker. That's sort of what my next aim is. That field, silage bunker, and even this field here. Well, not that field there, I don't think. No, the field next to that one. Field 40, which is going to be another expense in itself. So 182, 111. So we need a little bit more money in our pocket. So at least 30 grand will allow us to purchase the field and put in a silage bunker. Only having say 11, 12 grand will allow us to buy the field but no bunker. I think a bunker is going to be pretty crucial for us to do what we need to do again. Right, so I'm going to grab this guy, move him out of the way. Try and get him back to where we'd finished. Just around about here somewhere. Turn all the lights off. Get this guy in, tip him off, see how much money we have. That's 10, 15 extra, 20 extra. Oh, so close to having that 30 grand extra. Rightio guys, I'll leave it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the series so far and what you want to see from here on out. Between episodes I'll finish collecting this grass. I'll put this guy away and then we'll come back after we've spoken to the bank and see what his thoughts are. It's been Brito, thanks for watching. See you again soon.